Sharp here, back with another live stream. Again, like I said yesterday, I'm hoping to make this more of a consistent thing. Once again, I got real busy. I wasn't able to do the live streams as much. Still, honestly, as busy as I was. But over the last couple of days, there were some gaps, in my schedule that was allowing me to be able to do the live streams at the times I'm doing them. So I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be on with you guys. By the way, shout out to Darren Silver, who I did a live with this morning and will be on Can You Dig Sports Radio as soon as possible. So if you guys have not checked out Can You Dig Sports Radio, make sure you definitely do that. And make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. Help us get to 23,000 subscribers as soon as we possibly can. First off, thank you to the person that's in the chat right now. Shout out to you, good sir. Appreciate you being here. And I appreciate the rest of you guys that will hopefully be eventually coming in. So without any further ado, let's get to the topic that I want to talk about, which is Monday Night Raw, and specifically from that show, the match that we will possibly be seeing for the World Heavyweight Championship. Shout out to Cynthia Martin, by the way. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being on with us. Thank you so much. But anyway, heavyweight championship match between CM Punk and Finn Balor. I have some thoughts about this. So for us to really understand why I have the thoughts I have, let's talk about Finn Balor for a bit. Finn Balor was a decorated wrestler before he even got to WWE. Between his time in New Japan, Ireland, had been all over the world before he even got there in, I think it was 2014, kind of went into their system through NXT. 2016, I know he made his debut on the main roster, and some of you will think this is crazy. In his first match, pinned Roman Reigns. This is before Roman Reigns, big deal that he is today. He was a big deal back then. Back then he was the big dog. He was looked at as the next John Cena. So Roman Reigns was perceived a lot differently in 2016 than he is today. By the way, shout out to Travis. Appreciate you being on with us. Appreciate you being part of the live stream and supporting the channel. Thank you, sir. But yeah, he pinned Roman Reigns in his first match. He would go on a month later to defeat Seth Rollins in his first ever WWE title match for the WWE Universal Championship. His first, and as of right now, last world title reign in WWE. And the crazy part is, it only lasted for a night. Apparently, he was planned to have a long run with the belt, but because of injury, it only lasted for a night. He came back the night after WrestleMania 33 and just never reached the heights that he was at in his first month on the main roster, which makes the stuff with the Judgment Day kind of interesting. The Judgment Day started family with Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, Finn Balor, Edge. At one point, Finn Balor actually took on Edge. This is before Edge left eventually for AEW. He would go on to lose that match. And while the Judgment Day seemed to have no leaders, it seemed to be Finn Balor. Priest started to step up his game, cashed in the Money in the Bank following year at WrestleMania 40 on Drew McIntyre, and would go on to have a decent title reign of his own. And then title reign, Finn Balor betrayed Damian Priest, and we've seen people recently in Judgment Day begin to go after gold. Not even really begin to go after, continue to go after gold, especially with Liv Morgan's return. And Finn Balor, who came out as the Demon, who came out with a lot of swagger as, the person who formerly was known as the Prince in New Japan, Prince Devitt. Out with swagger, came out as a demon in NXT, WWE, just overall since he's been here, was reduced to this guy playing video games in the back. Even after Dominic Mysterio had passed him up and become Intercontinental Champion, AA, Mega Champion, Dominic Mysterio had a great 2025. Finn Balor won Tag Team Gold a couple of times, but has never reached the single that that he used to be at. And a lot of people have been sad about the downfall that they've seen of Finn Balor. And what's interesting about it to me is that Punk, in his promo, and this is after Liv Morgan wondered what he was doing in video games in a backstage segment on Raw, he's wondering where Finn Balor has been. The wrestler Finn Balor, Prince Devitt, the demon Finn Balor. He's wondering where that guy has been. And he's hoping that if he gets a match with Finn Balor, he's going to face that wrestler. And honestly, I think if they do this right, there can be a little bit of a resurgence for Finn Balor. And maybe it could lead to him reaching heights that he hasn't reached for a long time. Aren't we all wondering about Finn? I've been wondering about Finn for a while. And there is a part of me that's genuinely glad and happy that he's getting this match with CM Punk. Now, I don't expect him to win. Honestly, I don't think he should win. I was for Braun Breaker winning the World Heavyweight Champion. Now that that ship has sailed, I don't think Finn Balor, in his first match back in the world title scene in a couple of years, should defeat CM Punk and become the new World Heavyweight Champion just all of a sudden. And my reason for that is there was no build-up to him coming back into the main event scene. There was nothing. There was just a promo with CM Punk, and that's it. Now all of a sudden we're expecting a match. There wasn't any build-up to it whatsoever. We didn't try to push Finn Balor. It just kind of happened. And because of that, I can't really see Finn Balor taking the title from CM Punk. Now, again, if they push this right, I think down the line they could make Finn Balor the world champion at least 4 times. And I think some things can happen this, but you have to continue to push Finn Balor after this. And we slowly have to see the Prince, the Demon, come back. Braun is nowhere near the world title. Finn needs a little bit more time. I agree with you on Finn. I would like to hear your reasoning on why you don't feel that Braun Breaker is ready. Because he's good in the ring, in my opinion. He's good on the mic. I get better on the mic, I believe. He brings an intensity that a lot of wrestlers don't. And I do feel that Braun Breaker being world champion would have been a breath of fresh air, especially because we don't always see Heyman on the mic these days. Sometimes it's Braun Breaker. Sometimes Heyman. Hopefully more we see of Austin Theory, Logan Paul, because Logan Paul's decent on the mic. Your Dad Willard, what's up with you, man? Big shout out to you. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Appreciate you being here with us. Thank you so much, sir. But, you know, hopefully we see more of Austin Theory, Logan Paul, because Logan Paul's decent on the mic. And I hope a little bit more of Bronson Reed than we have seen. I like the new Theory. The problem I have with the new Theory is he just hasn't done anything. There's been really nothing notable since he unmasked himself. And even when he did, everybody was just like, ah, it's Austin Theory. Cool. I mean, there wasn't really a reaction to it, and I don't think the way it was done did him any favors. But with that being said, I want to see Austin Theory do a little bit more, and I want to see them put Austin Theory in the spotlight. So that's just personally. You guys can have your own opinions on that, which I'll allow people to share in the comments as well. He's going to be big when Seth's back. I think absolutely, because Seth will have a bone to pick with Austin Theory, and they do have a little bit of history because Austin Theory, I believe, did try to cash in on Seth Rollins, if I remember correctly, and failed to do so. So there's places they can go with that storyline, and that is something I'm excited for. Seth Rollins does come back. James Scolassa, how long do you think Drew is going to keep his title? I think he'll keep it till WrestleMania. I hope till WrestleMania. I don't know exactly who he's going to face yet. It could be Randy Orton. It could be Zayn. It will probably be one of those two. But with that being said, I do think he'll hold it to WrestleMania, and I think he should hold it at least long. And I'm hoping that Drew McIntyre will have a proper long title reign in the future, but at least until WrestleMania for sure. Your Dad Willard agrees. Thank you, sir. What should be the triple threat, Your Dad Willard? I'm going to ask you that right now. And yes, he is a good heel. I hope he holds it that long as well. But I'm glad we're on the same page with that. But let me know, Your Dad Willard, what you think that match should be at Mania before I head on out of here. But with that being said, I'll say my goodbyes while he types that. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the live stream. I genuinely appreciate it. Jacob, Drew, and Randy at Wrestle. I don't think so. I would like to see Drew, Sammy, and Randy, but that's just me. But with that being said, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Help us get to 23,000 subscribers by the end of... I'm hoping for 25 by the end of February as well, but we'll see what we can do. So once again, thank you guys so much. Shout out to Carmen for coming on as well. Appreciate you. Hopefully you can check out the live stream of what we talked about after this. Deuces.